Whew. Wow, I did not realize that these uploads were going to be this popular. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up book 2. We'll start with the dedication though. Her lips which whisper like reeds on the wind, wet with moisture, sprung from a well deep within, whispers like the petals of an iris, the reedy blossom which weathers and is not trodden down for long. Okay, we'll pick it up with line 563. With friends such as these, no dragons are needed, nor demons who need not apply. Trust not in such likes, or when the beast bites, you'll never know who or quite why. Saul's brother was dark, from faraway parts, the forest, along the northern rim, from where hence arose Claudia and Catania both, though kin not nor known unto him. Was Nigel his name? That sounds like rain. The spells that he cast mostly worked. My brother was Saul, who thought he knew all, and that's why he was such a jerk. When asked why it be that run not did he when bear came into the wood, I know not, cried he, why animals like me, though run sometimes, really I should. A knight of renown thought Derek from town, of he and his ambiance to spare. What feather to lack? He still had the knack, was eager and quick on the dare. Shotash could dash down hills in a flash, atop planks made of smoothly worn wood. Once Derek did try, though not did he die, he bloodied his nose up real good. Vince Schnorgelblatten, dart champion of Ashton, had challenged the town to a round. Though Derek didn't win, the favor had been returned on the range out of town. With bow he was faster, he simply was master, out-knocking most 3-1. His arrows flew truer by a factor of 2. Of Vincent he defeated 6-0. Felindria had brothers and significant others, like Gangor and Grugor and Greylich the Obscure. Hairgror the hammer-fisted, but one to be listed, and Grimlock, though be I not sure. Mithrax grew tired of Darkwater mire and called at the good Dewdrop Inn. The beer, it was better, I don't mind the fetters, or stocks for the few who would sin. A chain for me fetlocks, much better than wedlock, let none of these ales go to waste. Tall tales aside, I do here reside, for the beer is but better to taste. In then came Dread, the other brothers of Fred, Edgar, that Elmo, and Eli. At work in the field, their fury would yield some day, thought Fred with a sigh. Oops. Pages are stuck together again, sorry. Armando the Golden, a sight to behold, unsodden, nor tainted by vice. What sight beckons doom, what voice that should boom, though it squeaked and was rivaled by mice. Armando the Just, the face you could trust, but so could the other guy. Stacked like a vault and honest to fault, of evil non-silence could buy. Iconoclastic and somewhat bombastic, what truth would he serve in the end? For gathers and gains would be all in vain, should terror rule over the land. For who could foresee where blind honesty would lead, a trick for the devious to play? The quick of the mind you'll fathom in time, your own rules will you ultimately obey. Betrayal by the numbers, no spell you were under, of verbiage you'll be but a tool. Dispense with the zeal and stick with what's real, for fell honesty leaves you a fool. Of foresight consider one's actions hither, how may they change fellow destiny? Of short-sighted nature, blind honesty's strictures, gaze on and consider what it's best to be. But no, not Armando, fast to his credo, for not to tell lie, lest I die. What innocent nature of would-be betrayer, what hammer of war for the wicked to ply. And that's line 600. I'll go ahead and start with book 3 a little bit, I got some time here. Of divine glamour, the two-ended hammer, the intent of the hand that would wield it. For thus does explain the divine signatures ingrained as smote into works of great evil. A real piece of work for the devious to spur, for who is the danger more near? To himself thought old Fred as the night came to end, I think I'll have but one more beer. To dispel any riot stood Morpheus the giant in the corner of the bar by the door, a considerable brute, although somewhat mute, easy he was to extort. I'll stop there. That's line 606. Yeah, back with, you can probably see the projection here. One thing you have to remember is that Robert Hansen was put in charge of his own investigation. So projecting himself onto other people, that was part of his means of obstruction, trying to hide the fact that he was the traitor that he was appointed to find. Like I said, that's some real slick work right there. How that happens, well, I'm not going to go into it right now. But when it comes down to projection, it's kind of like the stuff Hillary Clinton was talking about with former President Trump, too. That's what that is. I mean, that goes back to when Hansen was put in charge of his own investigation. He was put in charge of finding the mole, and he was the mole. So, like I said, that's where the projection starts to come in. It was everybody but him. And, you know, it's like I said, you can't fool people, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of legal non-disclosure here, but you can't fool people with that kind of stuff. I mean, unless you're extremely gullible and believe in chemtrails and things like that. But I'm going to stop right here. It's about 6 minutes. And I'll pick this up with line 601 next time. Have a good day.